currently support Donald Trump. If you were the nominee, how do you intend to reach out to them to argue that it's beyond a party, it's a cult of personality now?
Yeah.
How would you appeal to that group and try to drive a broad coalition of Americans, not of Democrats?
Yeah. Great question. I mentioned earlier that in our campaign for the United States Senate, we went to every single one of the 254 counties of Texas. And I went to the reddest counties, not in our state, but on planet Earth. King County, county seat Guthrie, voted for Donald Trump 96% in the 2016 election. But to the spirit of your question, I firmly believe they're every bit as deserving of being heard, of being respected, of being listened to, fought for, represented, and served. And so I showed up because there's no way for me to deliver for them unless I've first had a chance to meet them. One of the things that I learned, and I know this is an issue that the senator has been working on, they have a water system that is unsafe to drink from. And I've been hearing concerns about PFAS here in New Hampshire. Those are issues that connect these two communities, that connect Denmark, South Carolina, where you cannot drink out of the water system, that connects Flint, Michigan, that connects the Central Valley of California. We have something in common there. By showing up, learning about that problem there, hearing about the solutions that that community has come up with, I don't know, maybe we won 1 or 2 votes in that last election. But more importantly, maybe we built a little bit of goodwill that we can use once we are in office to make sure that we have the support to deliver on the solutions for water quality or combating climate change that is affecting these smaller and sometimes rural and red and Trump country communities more than other places in this country. But if we write people off, I guarantee you we have no chance with them. If we take them for granted, it's never going to happen. I'll close with one story that was really powerful for me as we were traveling Texas. We went to this place called Archer City, which if you've read Lonesome Dove or The Last Picture Show or know who Larry McMurtry is, that's where he's from. And he's got a bookstore there as well. This is a place so red that the Democrats long ago, decades ago, stopped showing up. So red, Democrats stopped showing up so Republicans don't have to. They don't have to hold meetings like these. The general election in November is already spoken for. So those folks effectively, functionally, are not represented or participating in our democracy. We showed up to Archer City. And as we're going into Mern's Cafe to have this town hall meeting with the 12 folks who've shown up, 8 more who are innocently having breakfast there. This guy stops me as I'm walking in and he says, I want to show you something. And he has a manila envelope. And out of it he pulls a black and white photo. And he says, that guy third from the left is my dad. The year is 1948. The person that he's talking to is Congressman Lyndon Baines Johnson, who is running for the U.S. Senate. LBJ had dropped out of the sky in a helicopter, landed on the courthouse lawn of the Archer County Courthouse, walked over to the American Legion Hall, and just listened to this guy's dad and others before he asked for their vote. He wanted to make sure he understood them so that he could serve them. And this guy says, my dad lived in Archer County his entire life. I've lived in Archer County my entire life. You were the first Senate candidate from either party to show up in the last 70 years. At the end of the day in Texas, we won more votes than any Democrat in the history of the state. We won independence. 500,000 Republicans voted for a Republican for governor, voted for us, despite or maybe because of our progressive agenda that we brought to every single county in that state. That's what I think it will take to defeat Donald Trump. That's what I think it will take, to your question, to bring this very divided, highly polarized country back together again. Thanks for the question.